So like I was saying, research purposes, sometimes you got to really look into it. I'm not saying that Tuesdays are my favorite day. The fact that you laughing at that tells me a lot about you, though, Jordan.
Nope.
Jordan, what you know about a Tuesday?
Let's do a show.
Jordan, what's going on a Tuesday, Jordan?
I'm not doing it.
Hey, it's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the squad in the building here. What do you know about Tuesdays, Jordan?
Oh, nada.
Who's on Twitter on Tuesdays? I had to purge mine, so I haven't seen it in a while. But hey, we got a lot to talk about on a singular topic, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Hold on, give me a second. I have to take it all in because the Chicago Bears report tomorrow.
Hey,
we in the building, baby. I'm excited. We got football back, baby. Woo! And with football back, we got to do a little bit of a training camp preview. We got to do a little bit of a 53-man prediction, and I'm here for both of them. It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back in again. Y'all know we got the man Jordan JC in the building. And, of course, the super producer, Joel Holt.
What's going on, bro?
You a Cubs fan today? What's going on with that?
I'm just coordinating.
Yeah, I was about to say, you coordinating all the way.
Got my
Is that the shirt that you wore for your photo shoot? Is that the shirt that you wore for your prom pictures at 45? Is that?
This is you're not gonna leave me alone.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yes, this is my Rich South shirt. It's my straight out Rich South shirt.
Hey, bro.
I wanted to wear this shirt, and I figured I'd wear the Cubs to match it. That's all.
Is that what that was?
That's all.
Oh, okay. All right. That man took prom pictures at 45,
yeah.
bro.
Hey,
He
my
3
baby
kids
didn't
in
never
taking
too
prom pictures,
Never
bro.
too late, I guess.
No, it's too late. No,
For the record,
we're not gonna act like it's not too late.
It was a calendar, so and then it was for like black couples kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So they wanted to do different themes.
Right.
So my wife decided we were talking about doing we could do dress up or whatever. So everybody picked a certain theme, and then she remembered that I said I had always wanted a high school sweetheart because I said you kind of like that because we just got married 2 years ago. So she's flipped it to high school sweetheart. Her son actually went to Rich South, so I was able to use his jacket and all that type of stuff. So that was the theme.
Man, wish I could lose weight to fit somebody's son's jacket.
Can we talk about how this man is 45 taking prom pictures? Like we gonna move past that? We gonna move past that, bro? I'm not. Does the shirt say straight out of wins? Shout out to Relentless.
Straight out of
Hey, we gonna win something this season, man. Hey, we got a lot to get into on today's episode. Like I said, man, we got to talk about this 53-man roster. We got to talk about training camp coming tomorrow. Tomorrow we get to hear from Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles. We get to hear from the GM and head coach of the Chicago Bears. And tomorrow's just a press conference. It's a preview for this.
Are you there?
I will be there. I will be in the building. Y'all may hear a question or two from me if I can get one in. Now, it's going to be tough to get one in because there's a lot of buzz around this Bears team.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that are going to be out there. Hard Knocks will be up there.
Main media is going to be there.
Oh, yeah, bro. Like, listen, I got to meet Dan Pompei. One of the coolest people in the world. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Dan Pompei probably shake up like a brother. You know what I mean? Like I shook his hand regularly. Also, phenomenal to meet you, Mr. Pompei. I love what you've done. You know what I mean? Yeah. But this, like the second time I saw him, I was like, "Hey, Dan, how's it going?" He's like, "What's going on, bro?" I was like, "Oh, wait a minute now, Dan. Hold on now." But no,
just stand out the way.
I just think, hey, I'm just.
Thanks, Crimson. Appreciate you, bro. Corey Swope. Yes, Rich South. 97, baby.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Here we go.
Rich South.
There you go.
Hey, man.
Home of the what?
Of the Stars.
Oh, okay.
Hey, next time I see Dan, I'm definitely finna hit away. Hey, brother, I'm just trying to stay sucker free in a world full of lollies. You know what I mean? I'm definitely hitting Dan with that. But no, man, like to me, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I think there's gonna be a big buzz around this Bears team. But with this training camp coming, right, I want to start it off with this, right? Like, what are your expectations, or what are your, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it, the right way to frame it. What is your need from this training camp? What is the one thing when training camp is over that you need to see this Bears team have done, or an expectation, whatever it is? We got the super producer in the back already. He got a hand up.
You going to prom? You still in class? You raising hands? Like, what are you doing, man?
I want to see a modern NFL offense coming out of Chicago. I'm tired of this hokey stuff. I'm tired of gimmicks. I'm tired of 10 wide receiver screens. Can we look like an NFL offense? We've seen a defense. The defenses look great.
Yeah.
Can we look like a competent offense? That's all I want to see out of this.
It's not a bad thing to see. I'm not going to lie to you. And where does that start, though? You know what I mean? That's kind of what I've been. My biggest focus, Caleb Williams. You know why? Whether Caleb Williams is a superstar or not, it's hard not to be good with this offense. It's hard not to be.
Yeah.
You got Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
You got DJ Moore.
You got him.
You got Roma Dunze.
You got him.
You got DeAndre Swift.
You got him.
You
too.
got Cole Kmet.
Him too.
You got Gerald Everett.
Jesus, keep it going.
That'll be fire. I ain't gonna lie. If you have some church music on that,
you got beans, greens, potatoes.
I can't wait for that thing come back around, boy, around Thanksgiving time. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But you have all of these options, right? It's going to be hard for Caleb Williams to fail. You know what I want to see? Is there going to be a failure of preparation by your coaches? Is there going to be a failure of preparation by Shane Waldron? Is there going to be a failure of preparation by Matt Eberflus? Those are my questions heading into training camp. The one thing I need to see every single week is a prepared football team. I don't care if you win every game. It's impossible to win every game. These are the best players in the freaking world.
Yep. Play like it. Yep.
It's impossible to right. What Tom Brady did, almost winning, going 18-0, is absolutely asinine to think about.
Yeah.
But every week, Tom Brady, no matter what, was prepared
all the time.
Every single week, there was never a week where I looked at the Patriots and I was like, they don't look ready for this matchup. They look like they were shook by this.
Hard work beats talent.
Yep. I'm a second what Crimson just said. Week 1. I want to see week 1. We look like a competent squad. I don't want to get here. We waited all freaking summer. We waited all this time. They signed Caleb. Like last year, it was such a letdown. It's like we waited. It was the Packers. Yeah. Like I want us to come out looking like a real NFL offense.
Well, even last year, there was a certain level that with Justin and them, you saw the cohesion with DJ Moore. So you thought that, those guys were going to just come out flying. Everybody would start thinking, Justin was going to take the next step. But compared that team to this team, you're talking about leaps and bounds better, just at the different skill positions.
True.
So that's why I think our expectations are bigger because I'm not expecting us just to come out, like you said, and have a ho-hum offense anymore. Like, this is the modern day type of offense. We have a modern day thinking type of OC. Like I expect, honestly, greatness. And you heard it from Matt Eberflus. You talked about preparation. He said, hey, if we're prepared, we can be that one team that's left at the end of the season. Now, is that reality? We don't know. We'll see. Obviously, all 32 teams usually play to win each game.
Yeah.
So, you're going for the Super Bowl. There are those teams that are better than others, but we do have the roster that's talented enough to compete week in and week out. And that's what I want to see. I want to see competition. Going into training camp, I want to see, who's actually ready. I talk about Nate Davis all the time. Who's willing to try and overtake somebody for that starting position?
You know what I want to see too?
Point your mic towards
who's
you.
Who's gonna
point your mic towards you?
Towards me?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you've been talking like that? You thought it was like the other mic?
There you go.
Yeah.
No, this is
omnidirectional.
Yeah. It points right at you.
Oh, I feel more powerful.
Oh, look at you now.
All right.
You're a dangerous man.
Meaty's back.
Oh God. Please no. He's next to me. No, here's my thing. And this is the one thing, right? There's expectations on this Bears team as we head into camp and as we start to go through. But why not the Bears? Dare I Derrick Rose this thing? Dare I Derrick Rose this thing? Why not the Bears, right? And why aren't the expectations high? Why aren't we looking for the Bears to be a playoff team? Why aren't we looking for the Bears to be a team that can go deep in the playoffs, right? It's Bears fan fear, right? We've been here before. We don't want to be burned again. You don't want to put yourself behind a team that all of a sudden you're sitting there and you're scorned by. But here's the thing.
BTS.
This is a different world.
Bears traumatic syndrome.
BTSD. Bears traumatic syndrome. But it's a different era of players, right? You think about this, right?
Yeah.
Look at the quarterbacks that have come out. I dislike Trevor Lawrence because of how the narrative is around. He's been to the playoffs. He's been to the second round.
That's true.
He's been to the second round.
Can't deny that.
Justin Herbert, been to the playoffs.
You don't like him, but yeah,
I don't like him. Been to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Wins games. Doesn't win enough games, but wins games.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, Patrick Mahomes,
Phenomenal.
Kyler Murray.
Yep. When healthy. Yeah. Yeah.
Why can't we sit here and talk about Caleb Williams in those veins of like, guess what? He's got the things around him that make him a good enough quarterback to do that. Now, that's okay for the beginning of the season. That's okay for the first year. The good enough to do that can be the playoffs or, right, the second round, whatever that is. That don't mean you're going to the Super Bowl. Doesn't mean that you're winning the whole thing. Doesn't mean that, right? I'm not asking him to be Dan Marino. Well, that'd be phenomenal, but win it.
I wouldn't mind some Dan Marino.
I'm not putting.
I'd love some Dan Marino.
I'd
love some Dan Marino. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Marino.
But I think this is my thing. Like, to me, you're in a position that has never been put forth before. You're the one, when the contracts come through, you're asking for things that have never been done before. You're bringing the eyes on you. You're bringing the shine on you. You want the pressure. Well, guess what comes with that pressure? The pressure that Bears fans are going to bring. And the pressure that Bears fans is going to bring is an expectation of winning football.
Yeah.
And that's what I expect to be the standard at the start of training camp. Because you know when all of this starts? It's not during the season. Championship football don't start in the middle of the season.
Way before that.
You have to
Behind
set
the
that
scenes.
standard at the beginning of training camp. And I want to see, you mentioned Nate Davis. That's why I started on this little rant of mine. You mentioned Nate Davis. I want to see somebody step up and say, where are you? Coach, but you know what? I don't want it to be Matt Eberflus. Somebody on that offensive line, Tevin Jenkins, Darnell Wright.
Hey, if it's Darnell,
Braxton Jones.
Hold them accountable.
I don't care. Ryan Bates. I don't care who it is.
Right, the new guys. Yeah.
Everyone should be sitting there looking to hold the players on this team accountable. If your expectation is, like you mentioned, Matt Eberflus saying, why can't we be one of those 32? We have everything in this room to do it. Yes, you do if your mindset is right.
I think what the difference is from probably a lot of years, like one, I would say this Bears team and organization feels a lot more confident. And we got Kevin Warren. Poles is just doing his thing from what we've seen. And now we have a quarterback where I think that now they're all aligned from the top down. And so I think the expectation is we want to win, and you don't do all this. You're not doing all this to give Caleb what he needs to not win, because they went above and beyond in terms of skill position players that we've never seen for the Bears. Like, we've had a couple guys here, Brandon Marshall, Martellus Bennett, we had Alshon, we've had that's probably the best group outside of the 85 Bears squad. But since then, like the post 90s,
offensively, that's the best offensive
like the
group.
best of in terms of skill position players. Curtis Conway was drafted, Marcus Robinson was a great wide receiver until he got hurt.
Yeah.
We had Berrien. We had homegrown guys. Berrien and Johnny.
B Twice was nice.
And they signed Muhsin Muhammad.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've ever had it.
Muhsin. Love Moose.
Nobody said the
shout out to
scene.
Drew. I just think that in general, because the quarterback is there, this isn't like the Cutler situation. What happened?
No. I'm pointing out what you put up there with Drew.
Oh, we don't.
I was going to point that out. That was a good point.
Yeah,
I disagree with that though.
Yeah,
I disagree with that.
Because I feel like this era is definitely soft. Like, you don't want to hear somebody tell you what you need to hear.
The people that lose are soft. You know who's soft? The Buffalo Bills. You know who's soft? The Dallas Cowboys. They're soft. You know who's not soft? This may be a pause. That's crazy.
Pre-pause?
You know who's not soft? No, I was just saying soft and hard. You know who's not soft is
who we got?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because you know who calls people out? Patrick Mahomes.
Travis Kelce getting in his
Travis
coach's
Kelce.
face.
Right, but they
you know who
win.
calls people out? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. But they want to win, and they've won.
You know who calls people out? Tom Brady.
Yeah. He wants
to win. I
don't
think we live in an era of a soft team. I think that we live in an era of your winners are willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Well, football, you really can't be soft in football.
Well,
You
what
can
I'm,
literally
what,
get
I'm,
killed.
what I'm saying is,
You
what,
can get messed up in football.
no, no. What I'm
job.
saying is, emotionally,
Yeah.
right? If
You're
I
looking
call,
for the
right,
alpha dog that wants to win. That's a true leader.
there was some people that tried to call out Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs said, "You calling me out? I don't want to be here no more."
Yeah.
That's the modern era. So there are soft people there, but they don't win.
Yeah.
And I would hope that we don't have that here with the Chicago Bears. I would hope that if Nate Davis is in the way of the Chicago Bears accomplishing wins this season, somebody on that offensive line steps up and says, "Yo, get out the line.
Yeah.
We don't need you here."
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an Olin Kreutz
Yeah,
type
I was
of
going.
guy.
You
Like,
just beat me to
There you
that.
go.
Like, who's the dog? We need more.
And my favorite,
yes,
bro,
But
my favorite.
I think we need a dog at the quarterback. And if Caleb is that guy,
it might be that
that's
guy.
where it starts. I mean, we had Jay Cutler, who was one of the most talented quarterbacks, period. He just didn't have that true leadership. He didn't have the galvanizing personality to bring everybody
He's more
together.
of a jerk than a leader.
Yeah,
he didn't
you
really care to
can't-
do that.
And that is the position. That is the premier position in football. It all starts with that guy. So if we have the guy and he wants to win, he was talking. I mean, I like what he's talking about. He said he wants to be great. He's chasing 18, 12. No, he's chasing 12.
Yeah.
He's, like those are great. Hopefully it's just not fluff. He wants to do that. I haven't heard a quarterback really want to do that that's been in Chicago like that.
I haven't heard a quarterback in the league put himself out there
Yeah,
and say,
I
"I'm
was gonna say, I don't
chasing
think
Tom."
Patrick did that.
Yeah,
Nobody said, "I'm chasing Tom."
exactly.
That's not. You got to think before Tom.
Who was it?
What nobody doing it? Like it was Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Well,
But like there wasn't an
Peyton-
expectation of like I'm gonna just go out there and win every year.
Yeah, and Matt, because the 49ers was more vaunted, like they were exalted of the West Coast system, and they had won multiple
Yeah, like
championships.
who's the best
the Cowboys?
the best wide receiver of the Tom Brady era?
best wide receiver Tom Brady era.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss. They lost.
That's my man. Oh, when he played with him. Oh yeah, definitely.
They lost.
Randy.
Well, Tom Brady won with Gronk,
Welker.
Julian Edelman, and Wes Welker. Gronk is one of the greatest tight ends of all time.
Yep.
But Julian Edelman and Wes Welker, they're not making top 50 wide receiver lists.
No.
Yeah. Well, they didn't win because there was some fluke stuff happening with that goddamn Giants game. Only time I ever rooted for the Patriots.
The Giants.
Only
did?
for.
Well, they lost
I'm
to the
just
Giants.
saying. No, I'm saying it was like a lot.
Are you
of
talking about
fluke
Randy
stuff.
Moss?
It was a fluke. Yeah, the only time I ever rooted
No
for
matter how
them was for
fluky it
Randy.
is, as long as you win that game.
I know.
It was a win in my
It just
book.
the
Well,
way
no
We
matter.
can fluke it up if you
I
want
don't
to, but
matter.
as long as I got the dub
the
at the
only
end of the day.
time I rooted for them was for Randy Moss. That's it.
Now I rooted for Tom when he got 6. I was like, ain't nobody did that, so I want to see history.
I'm
big on
that was a
seeing
Michael
history.
Jordan thing to me. Like, I just wanted him to get 7, so now you got 7. You know.
No, but he always said he was chasing Jordan.
I know, but I didn't want him to get it.
Yeah,
Chicago.
his
Just
Jordan
one
love
big
is different, bro. Like I ain't gonna let that
I love me
90s
some
Jordan
MJ, but
love, bro.
What?
That mess is
Did I say
different,
something
bro.
wrong? What are you talking about?
That mess is different, bro. I
Y'all
don't want.
didn't-
He
you
don't even
didn't
play the
grow
same
up.
sport. He don't
Like-
even play
like
the
you're-
same sport.
It doesn't matter.
He don't play the same sport.
There's
He can't pass Jordan.
There's other underlying reasons for that.
I'm just saying, dog.
Y'all crazy.
Y'all know Jordan hasn't won the most championships of all time, right? Like,
We know that, but that was the modern era. Mainly my era.
Hey, let's get into this 53-man roster, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. You haven't done so, hit that like button. We got 78 and hit 20 likes on the video. Y'all not hitting
Get
the
the
like
likes up.
button, dog? Get them likes up, man. Let's get 78 likes on the video, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in and showing love. For some reason, the Twitter feed has been down. I think
what do you mean they can't get on and watch the show
can't live stream on Twitter anymore.
anymore?
Well, I think it's coming back. They have a thing where it's like if you don't have like the verified badge, but it changes every time I change my profile picture. And I got a little skinnier, so I changed the picture. Yeah, I mean, I dropped about 20 pounds. I changed the picture up.
That ain't no goddamn dog.
That ain't no dog.
Ain't no goddamn.
But no, man, appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. Let's jump into the 53-man rosters, man, because I think this is a very interesting one to take a look at. Let's start it off. Caleb Williams making this team?
Nah,
I'm not
no,
sure.
it's Stretch.
I don't know,
Stretch.
man. I don't know.
Eh.
I think
He's a
there
little
might
flaky.
be. If he has some tough times in training camp, don't be surprised if we see a Tyson Bagent
Agent
QB.
Bagent, baby.
A secret Bagent
Bagent
man. No, quarterback room is easy. Give me
Obviously.
Caleb Williams. Give me Tyson Bagent.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they will be bringing in a veteran. I've seen that rhetoric going around Twitter and stuff like that. Should they bring in a Ryan Fitzpatrick, or not a Ryan Tannehill? Should they bring in somebody who's been a vet?
No.
What are you doing that for, right? You got Brett Rippon, who knows the offense. That's the only reason he's here. And you got two young guys that can go out there and that are confident, that can sling it. So I wouldn't muddy up the quarterback room at all. Would y'all want to see them bring in somebody, a veteran, to just kind of, I guess, steady the room?
Not really. I mean,
No,
actually,
Tyson Bagent is a veteran.
well, yeah,
Tyson Bagent is a veteran in
technically,
theory,
right?
yes.
Yeah, he's got some games under his belt now.
Brett Rippon is he's been around for.
He's been around for a minute. He's
been with Shane Waldron a few years.
traveler.
He's a glorified coach.
That's all you had. There you have it.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, I think the biggest battle at quarterback is for the third position is Brett versus Austin. I heard
No,
Austin is kind of decent.
No, but they need Brett.
being
for-
somebody
Out of
that's
Kentucky,
undrafted.
out of Kentucky, Austin Reed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you might see some movement there, but no, I don't want any vets to come back in.
Running
You're
back
good.
room is an interesting one to me. DeAndre Swift, of course, makes the team. Khalil Herbert, I think, makes the team.
Ooh, I think.
Roshan Johnson definitely makes the team. Travis Homer makes the team to me. Travis Homer, special teams wise, he's going to be on the team. It is what it is. Roshan Johnson, a fourth round pick for Ryan Poles. So he's invested some draft capital in Roshan Johnson. He's going to be on the team. DeAndre Swift, $7 million. He's definitely making it. Nobody's has a question about that. The reason I say I think with Khalil Herbert is, what is the role that you want Khalil Herbert to play? Because it also depending if you include Kari Blasingame in the running backs or fullbacks. Kari Blasingame, to me, I think he's tied to Khalil Herbert.
It's probably more like run heavy packages, and they know they're going to run. He's a tell. Like, he's in the game. He ain't catching the ball.
No,
he ain't blocking.
Well, he caught the ball well.
You're not using him over Roshan.
Khalil
and
Herbert.
DeAndre.
Khalil Herbert caught the ball at a 65% clip.
He's
Got plenty
not-
of targets. He's caught the ball at 85% clip during his career.
I'm saying he's not going to. Okay, mainly he's not going to block.
He's definitely not blocking.
That my point is that when he's in there, it's a tell. Roshan is if I wonder if he's faster this year, but he can do. He's pretty much an ultra back guy. He can catch, he can run, he can block. So DeAndre with Roshan, to me, Roshan's going to spell DeAndre.
And what we've seen from Shane Waldron has been a 2-back system, not a 3-back system.
Yeah, I like that tandem of Swift and Johnson more than
D-Dog and Drew
Swift and Herbert.
They don't think Khalil makes the squad. He's
Really?
not owed anything though. He's only owed like $1 million, right?
Yeah, but the thing with Khalil Herbert, listen, Khalil Herbert's good, right?
we're not saying he's bad.
I think
Not
there's a
bad
role
being
for
a
Khalil
man,
Herbert
but
if he
bad
makes the
being
squad.
good.
I would say he makes the squad. I would say that he is an expendable piece if something comes up.
I agree. Yeah, if you need like an extra lineman or somebody that you bring in, maybe a defensive end or something later on in the year, Khalil Herbert, somebody that you can obviously let go because you already have running back kind of nailed down there. Roshan to me is like that guy that you give the ball to in the red zone, like goal line. Somebody that can kind of get past the first wave because he's somebody that is very good at yards after.
Got the yak.
The yak. Yeah. So,
Got to get a cognac sponsor.
Gotta get that yak.
Got to get that yak sponsor. Who we rolling with? Who's a good yak? Got a good yak.
Cognac. I drink whatever, but I don't have a
thing.
I'm
I
all
don't have a
over the map
preference.
with cognac.
Yeah, I don't have.
I'm
a
a tequila
preference.
guy, so
I mess with tequila. I'm more of a vodka guy than anything. I'm trying to
I'm
think.
getting old, man. Tequila and me.
I
we're
mean,
not friends.
listen,
You're not friends with.
Hennessy is the
I like the
obvious
tequila
one,
that you-
right?
Yeah, Hennessy is out.
Hennessy's too. Are we going down the Hennessy route?
Oh, sorry.
Baby.
Hennessy is the obvious one. Hey, listen,
I like
I'm
Hennessy.
gonna tell you, I don't like Hennessy. I grew up in the era of past the Cavassier,
Yeah.
past the Cavassier.
I like Hennessy better than
He in
Cavassier.
jail now, though.
Dun,
Oh no, didn't R. Kelly do a remix on that?
Oh, I thought you meant Buster. I was like, what?
No,
Say
no.
Yeah,
Buster.
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, no, we good at running back.
Khalil, no, I don't think you have to necessarily get rid of him. Travis Homer's probably out of there.
I don't think Travis
is more
Homer's out there
special
because
teams.
Travis Homer's a great special teams player.
More than
What the
Khalil.
heck you want me to, who are we getting rid of then?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, right?
Somebody's got
What you saw last season, don't be surprised if you see that this season. That's really what I'm saying with it, right? We saw Khalil Herbert, Roshan Johnson, Deontay Foreman.
How many Breeze Nation? Who we rocking? Remy or Cavassier or
Ooh, I do mess
Hennessy?
with Remy.
Remy?
Mess with Remy.
Cavassier.
I mess with Cavassier more than I mess with Remy.
I actually like Hennessy.
but I do like Remy.
Yeah.
You like Hennessy?
I do like Hennessy.
Really?
Got a little sweet.
I don't like the Hennessy taste.
It goes good with.
I know the black history that comes with Hennessy and all of that, like why we drink Hennessy.
Yeah.
But like I literally was like, are we drinking this because we black? Because this don't taste good.
just because, huh?
Literally was on that. But no, to me, like I think that the question mark on Khalil Herbert is more of a, when you're in the game, are you willing to do the other things? Here's the thing. Roschon Johnson caught the football at 85% clip last season. He was only targeted, I believe, 42 times, but still brought the ball in at a high efficiency rate, right? So he can pass catch. He can block. He can run. He wasn't given a ton of opportunity to run the football last season.
You know what, though? We're not doing this right. We really need to be breaking down what Waldron did in Seattle. We need to see how they use
I just
that.
told you. Waldron had a two-back system.
No,
so three backs aren't playing.
Right. So all my point is just really looking at how I get it like as an overview, high level of what they did, but I would say that like really getting down to what they would do, that kind of tells you what, how they're going to play it. Because to me, it's more wide receiver play. And you're talking about basically having two tight ends, if not Dana, three. Because if you're trying to start two tight ends, I don't know if you can have them four.
Well, you're going to have three tight ends. You're probably only going to have two that actually play. Mercedes Lewis is going to be in on run packages. I think he makes the team.
Right.
Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett. Those are your tight ends.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Carlson's probably not going to make it.
Who?
Carlson. Your fourth.
Yeah, Stephen Carlson. I don't have him making it.
Carlson. Some of these fourth string guys, John Jackson, whatever.
Well, that's Caleb's guy. He might make it. I don't know. Maybe. Unless there's not a spot.
And Simba Webster.
And Simba Webster's a practice squad player. He's been a practice squad player for 4 years.
Right. We know Bayless is automatically on the team.
Bayless is going to make the team.
Bayless is definitely on the squad.
Yep.
But I think, like, to me, like that's my thing, though. Like when I look at the Bears now, when I look at, right, like what are they trying to run? That's why I have questions on Khalil Herbert. That's why I look at Khalil Herbert and say, maybe he's not going to make it. Maybe he's not going to be that guy, right? Because to me, if you're hen over Remy, unless you're putting in that work, well, you're going in a different direction there, Drew. That's a different conversation.
All right now, Drew.
Hey, Drew. Well, if we're talking about putting in that work, I'm 2 kids in on Duce.
Yeah, I mean, Duce is good. I like Duce.
I'm okay with it.
I do like Duce.
Yeah. But I fool with Duce heavy, bro. Duce is phenomenal.
I'll drink it.
Duce and lemonade is a phenomenal summer.
Yeah,
drink.
that's how you drink.
That's a phenomenal summer drink. But no, my thing with Khalil Herbert and the question that I have on him is, right, when Khalil Herbert's out, what does Khalil Herbert do that DeAndre Johnson doesn't?
Nothing.
What does DeAndre Johnson do that Khalil Herbert doesn't?
I love that you
said DeAndre
you morphed the two.
Swift,
which basically
DeAndre
makes
Swift.
sense. DeAndre Johnson makes sense. Both those were the backs.
I guarantee you, there's some black man out here named DeAndre Johnson right now. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
I love the morph.
I'm a few in. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it is what it is. You get what you get.
Because Khalil Homer can't.
Khalil Homer is that
Khalil Homer. But no, you're absolutely right. I think Khalil Herbert, he's at this point, he's a luxury and a liability. A luxury is if Roschon goes down, okay, we have a guy that can spell him, but he also is a liability because he can't do the things that the first two guys can't.
But actually,
I don't know. Take it or leave it.
What I like about it is that most of these positions that we have here is created competition.
Yeah,
you're really, to your point, I'm not actually mad to have Khalil Herbert on the squad with Roschon, but I love having DeAndre Swift as number one.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
There shouldn't be a big drop off. I mean, in terms of spelling, this is great. It's almost like an embarrassment of riches, as my man Chip would say.
No, you're in a good spot right now, man. By the way, I don't know if y'all see this on the Restream side, but I see this over on the YouTube side. Right? Oh, 100 in the chat.
I see that.
Oh, there you go. Hopefully, we have more than this tomorrow. My God, the Bears algorithm has not been great for us.
What's going on?
We started talking Bulls.
Yeah, but that even got good.
Bulls algorithm was cooking for a minute. Bulls algorithm was cooking for a minute.
Cooking.
Bears algorithm fell off a little bit, but that's all right. But no, it is an embarrassment of riches. Here's the thing: sometimes you have to cut good players.
That's true.
Well,
when you have great players,
cut Homer over. I keep Herbert over.
No,
I'm not. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm in on Travis Homer because he's somebody you don't have to worry about. He's an answer as special teams wise, and you don't think that's important until you see somebody streaking down the sideline.
Didn't they use Herbert
especially
on some
now?
Terms? Didn't he? They use him
for
on
what?
Special teams.
Travis Homer ain't returning
Herbert.
kicks.
He was a running back.
Oh,
he was
Khalil-
actually
Didn't
running.
they
but,
use
but-
Herbert?
but what I'm saying is
Herbert.
Travis Homer ain't returning kicks. He's one of the people that can beat he's on the
Block,
hands
yeah,
team.
I
He's
got that.
blocking. He's
I get you.
I mean, he could do everything. So
Well,
like,
that's what you got extra linebackers
You-
for. Somebody getting cut.
we don't have no extra linebackers.
Yes, we do. We got that
Who?
Omen. I got it.
Bamiga.
Agbagmiga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
he
I think
played
he's on
special teams.
Yeah, he's on special
He
He
teams.
was a part of our
Exactly.
special teams last year.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't remove one dude from special teams and say, well, you can just plug him
We
in.
signed him after the fact.
We signed him last season. Oh, no, we signed him this
No,
season
we signed
to be
him
on
this
special
season.
teams.
I know.
I get you.
So now we can cut. Somebody got to go.
It might be Khalil Herbert. That's the point.
I don't think it's why cut Khalil Herbert.
How are you going to use it's a two-back system.
Okay.
It's a two-back system.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Joe's quitting now.
Yeah, he gave up. As soon as you debate Joel,
You could be right.
Push on me.
as soon as you debate Joel go
No,
armadillo mode.
no, you got it, Pat.
As soon as you debate Joel go armadillo mode. Leave me alone. That don't mean nothing.
No, I'm thinking to your point. Well, what's his trade value? Is Herbert worth?
Man, if he give me a fourth for that, man.
A fourth is high. If you
That'd
get a
be
fifth
great.
to me,
Okay, fifth. I'll
yeah,
take a
I
fifth.
think a fifth or a sixth
Yeah.
round pick.
I'm
Probably.
just saying that I like having the depth of solid running backs because to your point, running backs are a dime a dozen. At $1 million, he ain't, he's going to be motivated because this is his last year, right?
This is last year.
Yeah.
This is last
So
year.
he's going to be motivated to try to get some money.
But it don't matter. You can be as motivated as you want. If I got a dude that makes $7 million ahead of you, you're not running.
And he's younger,
If I
more
got-
talented.
listen,
but the
guess
times he gets in there,
Listen, guess who's running for 2 of the 3 downs? It ain't Khalil Herbert.
no, I know, but when he gets in there, that joker's running his butt off. He's like, I make this money.
I think here's the
That's
thing,
awesome.
too, though, that a lot of Bears fans don't take into account. It's not that we want Khalil Herbert to be gone. It's just you also have to understand how GMs work.
He's not a good
A
fit
fourth
at the
round pick dedicated to Roshan Johnson means Roshan Johnson's probably going to get the ball
Yeah,
this year.
That's his
moment.
guy.
Oh yeah, I
That's
get
his
you on that.
Travis Homer was signed by who? Ryan Poles. DeAndre
From-
Swift
from
was signed
Seattle.
by who?
Yeah.
Ryan Poles.
Yeah, those are
So
his
you're
guys.
going to give
Yeah.
Ryan Poles guys more of a chance to make this team
More
than Khalil
leash,
Herbert.
yeah.
I'm not saying Khalil Herbert should make the team. What I'm saying is the likelihood to me, if you're going to have to let somebody go on a team that is, to me, 98% made up,
Right.
it might be Khalil Herbert. So we'll see what that ends up being. When you look at the wide receiver room right now,
I got it.
wide receiver room is mad. You're going to make Khalil Herbert a wide receiver, aren't you?
Oh,
No.
God, Tyreek Stevenson.
Tyreek Stevenson.
No, what we're going to do?
Oh, Lord.
No, it's going to be a package trade. It's going to end up us getting that other possibly killer defensive end later in the year where we flip that second rounder and we got to throw in some salaries and make some things fit.
Oh, so you would trade Khalil and our second rounder from Carolina.
And probably like, DeMarcus Walker or there's a
We
cut.
better get somebody
There's a
good
cut.
back if we're doing all
That's
that.
what I'm saying. There's a
Bears
cut.
Junkie, we are
Check.
back. We are back. We back monetized. Appreciate you for showing that love,
Appreciate
my boy.
you, Bears Junkie.
Yeah.
Get Bears Junkie some air horns out here,
let's go.
dog. Get
Let's
Bears
go.
Junkie some. Yeah, it is.
Man,
Right there. Get
no.
Bears Junkie some air horns.
Matter of fact, shout out to the chat. Who's we haven't done this in a while. Who's number one, by the
Who's
way?
number one in the
Number
chat?
one was
Oh, no.
Nick Emmerman.
Shout out to Nick
With
Emmerman.
Noki
All right, man.
Oh, dropping a Bear Don, baby. Hey, we ain't done that in a minute. 96
Don.
people in here. Can we get 96 Bear Dons in the building?
Oh.
We have 96 Bear Dons in the building. I need that right now. Come on, now drop a Bear Don if you rocking with us right now. Shout out to y'all, man. Don DeMarco.
Okay, we've
Nah,
been
the
on these
back-
running backs for a minute.
Yeah, wide receiver is easy. Though.
I was gonna say,
come
wide
on,
receiver,
What are we doing with wide
that's easy.
receiver? Like we know 1, 2, 3, right?
Well, listen.
Well, four. It's
Available
more.
special teams.
It's five receivers for sure.
Four is Tyler Scott.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
four's-
Yeah, you're right.
Four
You're
is
right.
Tyler Scott.
Yeah.
5 is Bayless.
Dante
6 is
Pettis.
up in the air. Dante Pettis to
Pettis?
me probably does not make this team.
I like Pettis.
Over Webster?
No,
don't
Dante
even
Pettis
know
to me doesn't make this team over what's old boy that we signed.
Who, Colin Johnson? Or
No.
Peter LeBlanc?
He was
Caleb guy?
the return guy, the other return guy.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
all from the Rams.
yes.
You're right.
He's
You're
not
right.
on there?
I forgot about him. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely right.
He's not on-
Yeah, that's a good point.
Trying to see here.
Freddie
Like-
Swain?
No.
No.
I know
DeAndre Carter.
Yep.
Oh,
DeAndre
I
Carter.
heard it.
That to me, Dante. Here's the thing. I love Dante Pettis. I want Dante Pettis to be on the team every year. You know what Dante Pettis doesn't do every offseason and training camp?
Get better?
Practice. I've been there 3 years. I haven't seen Dante Pettis practice since his first season.
Really?
When he was getting wide receiver reps. I don't know if that's because of injury. I don't know what it is, but I haven't seen a good showing out of Dante Pettis. So to me, I think that your 6 receivers are probably Rome, Keenan, DJ, Tyler, Valus, DeAndre Carter.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, Dante is because Dante used to be a good returner when he first got in the league.
Right.
I like Relentless Mike. He said,
Exactly.
how many return guys do we got? We got a lot.
Well, there's a reason for that, Relentless. I mean,
shout out
Yeah.
Bears Junkie, man. Bears Junkie becoming a member of the Breeze Super Fans
let's
again.
go.
Appreciate that, Bears
Super
Junkie.
fan.
Appreciate
We
that.
got
Bears
right on
Junkie.
that quick.
We back
Super
on that,
fan.
man. We back on that, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. No, I mean, I guess that's the reason why we got a lot of return guys because we didn't know if Vegas was gonna cut it, but now with all these different rules,
Man, with these different rules, man,
He
Baylor
better
should
be
cook.
Superman.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
there to be Superman.
That made my eyebrows raise up with the whole return stuff. Like we should see something out of that guy. So,
Hey, if you don't see it out of him at this point, like, please
Goodbye. He
let it
gone.
go.
Goodbye.
Tight end we talked about. I think tight end is
Yeah.
hemmed up. Give me Cole Kmet, give me Gerald Everett, give me Mercedes Lewis. Those are my 3 tight ends. That's all I'm looking for there. Offensive line is where it gets interesting. Woo. Offensive line to me is where it gets interesting.
Here we
Tevin
go.
Jenkins for sure. Darnell Wright, Braxton Jones, Nate Davis, Ryan Bates,
we don't know what the center.
Coleman Shelton. That's the
That's
biggest
the centers
question. The
right
center
there.
conversation.
They got
Yep.
Coleman Shelton. listed
Coleman
as
Shelton,
number 1.
Karan Amageji, Matt Pryor, and then Jatir Carter.
Am I tripping or did I just hear that Karan went on some list? Unable to
Karan is going to
perform?
start on the NFI list,
NFI. Okay.
which I don't understand why. I think they're literally
Man,
just like,
something
be careful,
strange
be
with
careful, be careful.
Yeah.
Because he's still coming back.
He's coming back
injury,
from
right?
quad surgery.
Yeah, but he still he said himself still right that he's able to go. They're just limiting him for no reason.
We had heard that
for a
before.
reason,
I
but-
don't know if he tried to ramp up and it didn't work
Oh,
out
okay.
or what it was.
You know,
so, yeah, I mean, but
hopefully we
you
got
never know.
Alonzo
I don't
Ball
know. When you
situation
tear
right
out,
there.
what did he do? Like tear his quad off or rip the?
He
quad
didn't tear it
muscle?
off the bone, but he tore quad.
Yeah.
Tearing a quad is technically, I mean, that's one of the most
So you want to
powerful
be
muscles in
cautious.
your
I
whole
get
body,
it. It just
you know.
I love Silver Harvest. I know I'm ready for a weekly Mercedes injury report for the old man days. Hey, bro, listen, Mercedes. Look, my favorite part about Mercedes. Think about when Mercedes signed.
Yeah.
Mercedes signed with the Bears after OTAs and after minicamp, so he didn't have to show up.
Smart man.
He gonna be there for training camp. Last year that I was there at training camp, Mercedes Lewis comes over to Jason McKee, who I do the Chicago Bears podcast with. He looks at him. He said, "Hey, yo, J Mac, if they keep doing training camp like this, I got 5 years left."
It's just so weird.
He-
bro.
Like,
he
dog, you know
good.
what I'm saying,
Right,
bro?
right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Like,
right.
I love it. I just loved it. But Mercedes Lewis is here for a reason.
He knows what he does.
He's
Yeah.
a leader. He's a phenomenal blocker. He's going to be out there on run block
Phenomenal.
situations.
Phenomenal.
He's going to be out there on jumbo packages. That's what you're doing.
Does
Looking
his
for,
job
bro.
well. Yeah.
And he's going to score a touchdown every year.
Hey, yeah, red zone threat.
Shout out to him, man.
Always.
But no, the offensive line is my biggest question right now. It's the biggest question I have on this team.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I completely forgot about Larry Borum. It almost seemed like Larry Borum was going to be one of those starters for
Larry
a good amount of
Barone.
years, and it lit. Huh?
Larry Barone.
Barone. Yes,
Barone.
Larry Barone.
That's what everybody was calling him
drives
when
a
he first got
Cadillac
to the
first
league.
Barone.
Yeah, it was like
Does he drive a
Larry
Barone?
Barone. I was like, that's definitely Borum, dog. We're
I
not
knew
even
a
trying,
Borum.
huh?
I knew a Borum growing up.
I got.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
I got questions.
What was the name?
Larry.
I forgot her first name.
Oh, it was a her. I was
What?
Sister Borum.
Hey, watch yourself,
All right.
man.
Well. Yeah, but no, the offensive line, obviously, you question. First of all, the big question for me is health, staying healthy, because we got talented guys on the line.
Hey,
We got talented. What do you say?
V-Dog, don't get me all tingly.
You can finish your point, dog.
Yeah, he be. He be
Y'all be
throwing me off
having
sometimes
ADHD.
with the chat, but
Y'all be having ADHD, bro.
Tevin Jenkins to me obviously needs to make sure that he stays healthy for the season. Darnell Wright, those are the two main guys. Center, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we will be getting Connor Williams. I'm gonna put it down there right now.
Don't get me tingly now.
Whoa.
Here's the tough part
Are you
about Connor
saying you
Williams.
hot and ready?
Hot and ready. I'm coming fast.
Oh wait, what are you doing?
Coming fast.
Oh well, I mean,
I'm going to be.
that might be an answer
used
to
that
a
a
lot of
long
questions
time
in
ago.
life.
I'm
That is.
sorry, dog.
That might be an answer.
You cook pears. This is the greatest. Oh, there's in the studio. Ice cream.
ADHD.
Bro.
88, dude. That's
Oh,
hilarious.
That man
Get out of
kid,
my
bro.
head.
He ain't here right now. Look at him. No, I'm just playing.
Kid still in traffic.
not here for a reason.
No, of course not.
No,
He's doing his
here's
thing.
my thing though with the Connor Williams situation. You got a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Unless you feel like the center position is a major problem by the time you get near the start of the season, you don't make a change at your center position. You don't sign Connor Williams, just say I signed Connor Williams, because Connor Williams is not the third best center on this team. He's not the second best center on this team. He's the only good center on this team.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. I mean, maybe.
Well, like
maybe
if
Ryan
he's
Bates
signed
is that
right,
guy.
if Connor Williams is signed right now,
He is
to the
el
Bears.
numero uno.
he's the number one center.
He's definitely.
There's
number
no
one
question
center.
about it.
No,
Hey, that's a great thing.
But the problem is, right, if you build that rapport with Ryan Bates, if you build that rapport with Coleman Shelton, whoever is the starting center, you don't want to then take all of that away
It'll be all right.
and say,
You're
hey,
professionals.
figure it out week 1, week 2, week 3.
Well, you have when is the Hall of Fame game? Mid-August?
Hall of Fame game is in 2 weeks.
I was about to say, yeah, we
Dang,
around the
time
corner
is
from you.
flying,
Yeah, it's
man.
coming up soon. Man.
Jeez.
Let's get going.
Huh?
But no, to answer your
They'll figure
question,
it out.
I think.
Well,
think
he
Connor
won't
Williams,
be playing by it. He's playing. He's not going to be cleared to play until week 1.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, we
That's
talking
what
about
I'm
Connor.
saying.
We talked about
You're
that
not getting
yesterday.
any practice in. You're
Yeah.
not getting any training camp in. That doesn't mean he can't step on the field and be good. He's a good center.
Well, I mean, when healthy, that's just how talented he
Yeah,
is. He
that's
grades
what
out
I
as a
think
really
I
good center
heard.
in the league. So, what are you doing? back
Sorry,
there?
what is
It's like
crimson?
he's in his own world sometimes
I'm
back
not.
there. He laughs like you.
What? I was
TV by
we're
yourself.
part of the show.
The chat is part of
I'm
the show.
sorry, you just one track mind. You can't multitask, Mr. Meaty.
Oh,
Jeez.
snap.
No more White Claws for Joel before the show. By the
I
way,
swear. God, I'm
White
about to
Claw,
go
if y'all
drunk.
looking to sponsor, we've got a guy here who loves White Claw.
That's some good stuff, man. This guy.
Oh, shit. What are you doing?
Just giving that free sponsorship out.
Hey, man, you gotta give a little to get something,
All right, anyway.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. We're talking
I'm
about
sorry.
sinners.
We
now.
talking about
I'm
sinners?
sinners.
Somebody's taking
yeah,
it down
you
the
got to
center.
throw it on yourself.
Somebody's taking it.
And credit.
But no, my thing is that at the offensive line position, it does come down to if the Bears make a move there. I think everything is set unless the Bears go out and sign a center. If the Bears go out and sign Connor Williams and we're all wrong and my concerns are not founded in truth, right, or whatever it is, like, listen, you sign Connor Williams, give me Ryan Bates at right guard.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'd rather have that
that's what we were saying.
all day.
That's what we were saying.
That
yesterday.
solves two things in one.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah.
but
Nate Davis can back up.
we'll see what it is, man. We'll see what it is. Let's look at this defensive line. Defensive linemen that make it. Give me Montez Sweat. Give me D Walk.
Yep.
Give me Austin Booker.
There you go.
Put on the wall.
Give me Andrew Billings.
There
Give
you
me
go.
Jervon Dexter, Zach Pickens, Byron Cowart.
Oh, yeah.
I think Keith Randolph
I
makes
like
this
Keith
team.
Randolph. I like
Oh,
him.
that's the
I
dude
I
from,
think Keith
Illinois.
Randolph makes
Illinois.
this team.
He's
Y'all know I'm
underrated.
a rep Illinois till
Yep.
I die.
That's the
Likewise.
thing. Like, what would be great is that there's a diamond in the rough.
That may be
Well,
Keith
that's
like
Randolph.
that
finally,
guy.
like, because can we hit on somebody?
And then Dominique Robinson is your special teams player.
yeah,
No, because here's the thing. With the new special teams rules, give me Dom Rob.
Okay.
He's an
All right.
athlete.
Okay.
You know what he does?
Yeah.
He runs
can
backwards
run,
for 6
yeah.
yards,
You're
and
right.
then he turns around and he hits somebody
right.
in their mouth.
You're absolutely right.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. You can utilize him.
I can utilize you on that. So I will allow Dominique Robinson to continue to make this team
I was going to say his
show
time
out as a
came and
special
went.
teamer.
Yeah. Yeah. What are these other names you got on there? Michael Dwumfor? Jammery Crow. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that, but
Oh,
no.
Mike, who? Micah Baskerville?
no, you got Micah Dwumfor in the third slot
For who?
for left defensive
Drum
tackle.
Yeah, Duum.
Oh, yeah, he ain't making the team. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
You can get some of
Dwumfor.
these
He's
guys
like-
out there. Get
He's
these guys.
for.
That's his name.
I hate that I laughed at that. He's Dwum for.
Chad,
Jim.
I don't know what's going on today.
What, man? We're having a good...
These jokes are getting out of
Oh my
hand.
God, bro.
He's Dwumfor.
He's
Dwum
Dwum for. That's phenomenal. I will give you 1,000 points for that joke. That was horrible.
Where's Grady at?
He's
Oh
there.
my God, bro.
He said I got the giggles.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Jesus.
Anyway, No, so those guys are kind of wrapped up. I mean, that's we know there could be a name that you add to that list, and Yannick, or I forget there's another guy from Miami that they've been mentioning too.
Emmanuel Agba.
Yeah, that's who Pat wants.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather go for Yannick. Well,
Here's my
he
thing
likes
about
the
Agba.
versatility of
Agba's
Agba.
versatility, I think, stands
You like
out.
that
Now, I
more?
think that Yannick probably is the pick, but
Is
to
he
me,
younger?
Emmanuel Agba's versatility, right? He had 5.5 sacks last season, and you're talking about a guy who at 5.5 sacks last season from the nose tackle position. When he played right defensive end, he had 9 sacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
6'4",
You know what I mean?
275.
That versatility, when you can do both, that's a good thing to
Wow,
have on
I
your
didn't-
team.
I didn't realize he's older than Ngakwe. Never mind. I'll
Only
take
by a
Yannick.
year. Only
Yeah.
by a year.
I'll take Yannick.
Yannick's 29. He's 30.
They're about the same. Well,
Yeah.
but no, he's a bit. I like the idea, like you said, he could play multiple. The versatility on the line. Is
Well,
good.
and you get consistency, right? Listen, there's this expectation. Javon Dexter's going to get it done this year.
Yeah.
Who says
You
that?
hope.
but he's more of a D line person versus like they had him. He's played linebacker, so he's clearly like a defensive end in a 3-4. But at that size, he's definitely more on he's probably interior.
Yeah, but
bouncing to the edge.
Yes, he's played linebacker. He's played linebacker like Khalil Mack played linebacker here.
Right, but I'm saying
That's
he's
not a real
coverage.
linebacker.
But my point is that's not a coverage. Like the TJ and Tremaine, those guys are like they're ball hawks. They're trying to fly around and tackle machines. Agba is another defensive end that we need. Either he can play inside or
Yes,
outside, which
yeah.
is great. So is he a 3 technique guy? No, maybe he spells Billings if we get him. But the idea is that he's an actual defensive end to replace
Zach's going to
DeMarcus.
spell Billings.
I know, but I'm saying, but he would be here to basically take DeMarcus Walker's spot.
Yes, he would be here to take D-Walk's spot.
Right. Okay.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if he's. Yeah, he probably would actually. I think he'd probably be above D-Walk in the breakdown of it. Let's look at the linebacker position here. Linebacker is the part I'm most concerned by.
I'm actually
Just let me-
excited about linebacker.
It's the part I'm most concerned by.
Why is that?
Tremaine Edmonds, T.J. Edwards,
and Noah Sewell.
Jack Sanborn.
Jack Sanborn,
Noah Sewell's my
Noah
guy.
Sewell,
Noah
Yeah.
Sewell's my guy.
Yeah, Sewell. I'm
and
saying
then
Sanborn,
Eamon OG, because don't nobody know how to say his last name.
Yeah.
Ogbon, Big Amiga.
Yeah.
But
No,
OG, yeah.
the head coach. Hey, the head coach.
Bamiga.
The head
Good
coach
job.
said he calls him OG.
Yeah.
I'm calling him OG. I don't care what his name
Bamiga.
is.
It's very
Good for
simple.
Hey,
OG.
phenomenal.
It's very easy.
But no, here's my thing.
That's true.
With Jack Sanborn versus Noah Sewell on this. Noah Sewell's the better athlete.
Yeah.
Noah Sewell is faster.
Wasn't he
Noah
hurt?
He was hurt last
Yeah,
season.
he
Noah
was.
Sewell is faster. Noah Sewell is can jump higher. Can Noah Sewell play fast?
Say the IQ. Huh?
But
Just
can
play
Jack
free.
Sanborn is going to be in his spot.
Is he able to react versus trying to think? And
Yeah,
I think that's
Jack-
the difference.
Jack
is-
Sanborn is going to be in his spot.
Yeah.
He's going to be where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
He knows where his coverage is. He knows what depths he needs to be at.
Yeah.
He knows when he's looking at the other team's plays and he's sitting there going, right, was it Atlanta last year when he killed, who was the running back? He killed Bijan. It was like, oh, well, I know when they do this and they run this play that I need to be in the backfield. Bow.
Mhm.
You can run a 4-4. Can you play a 4-4? And that's the most important thing in football.
Play 4-4 with a brain. Yeah. No, that's a good point. I mean, I kind of like the depth of the linebackers. I like Noah backing up Jack.
I mean, you only got
Sanborn.
4.
We're,
OG.
we're a little
I don't
thin.
think we need.
You only got
though.
4.
We're a little
Well,
thin.
there is a guy that they were talking about looking at. I forget there was another linebacker.
They
that
did
was
just
out
bring
there.
in a. Let me look up Adam Schefter's tweet. They're looking
Yeah,
at a
there was
linebacker from
I can't remember where,
that
though.
played, I believe, for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, and I saw some people
Um,
saying that he's.
Oh no,
he's
I'm
decent.
tweaking. Jacksonville Jaguars. He played for.
Okay.
But let me see.
So you're talking about maybe getting some more.
Bears are
depth
working out
there.
Jaguars free agent linebacker Shaquille Quarterman today.
Shaquille Quarterman,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Young player, nothing crazy though.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, if you want depth there, okay, maybe bring somebody else in that can kind of spell maybe Tremaine and TJ. Again, the biggest thing here is probably health. You know, if you got those guys healthy for most of the season, you're going to see Edwards and Edmonds and Sanborn with a little bit of Sewell out there for the most of the year.
Yeah.
So,
I think,
you know,
but the
I'm
way
not too
that
worried.
the way this defense is constructed, the strength it looks like the secondary too. You know, because it's really more about the.
Oh,
coverage.
that's definitely the strength.
It's really more about coverage.
Yeah.
They need the defensive line to do their thing, but if you have enough coverage, everybody's, you know, they're able to cover somebody that creates the deflections, that's able to get in those passing lanes. So those guys are designed to do that. So that's probably, you know, why they have Tyreek with Jalen, with Brisker, and now with Bayard. Like, that's a solid, and Kyler Gordon, like, that is a solid secondary.
Listen,
Oh, well, he's probably one of the best.
I said this. I said this when me and you did the show together. I don't think that he takes over the job. But you can't tell me that Terrell Smith doesn't raise the level of competition in that building.
He
Terrell Smith got
does.
in multiple times last
saying.
year
Yeah.
as a depth piece, and he was a starter, and he did a good job. Like he was better than Tyreek Stevenson during the preseason.
Yeah.
Remember, he ended up getting moved ahead of Tyreek Stevenson during the preseason because Tyreek Stevenson kept effing up his assignments, right? Like
penalties and all
so
that.
when you have those things in place, I think that when you look at that DB room, not only is it a strength on the defense, but I think it's the biggest strength this team has.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
What appears to be we have depth. A lot of, like, when I compare the 05 team, because it's a similar type of schemes, similar team, I don't think
Everybody take a shot.
I knew that was coming. You jerk. I just think that remembering when we lost Mike Brown, and then we have Daniel Manning out there, and like, was it Vasher was an okay cornerback. We had Tillman, but we really didn't have a lot of depth in that secondary. Like we have at least 4 or 5 guys, in the secondary. The linebacker core is similar to how it was before. It's Briggs, Urlacher, and then a drop off with Hillenmeyer. I think we have a better core there. D-line, to me, we lost a really talented defensive tackle.
I don't know about a better core.
Well, you have 2 very strong.
Listen.
You got a Pro Bowler 1.
I love.
What I'm saying is depth. That's all I'm saying.
I will give T.J. Edwards, Lance Briggs production.
Yes.
Tremaine Edmonds ain't Brian.
No. I'm just saying the depth. I'm saying the depth of what we have. I'm not.
I get you depth wise.
That's all I'm getting at. Like, because if they're down, we're in trouble. Is my point. Like if you end up having to sit somebody on the secondary with what we had, like, it was a glaring issue back then when the starter was not in the game. It's like, somebody got turned around. Because when you said missing assignments, it made me think exactly of Daniel Manning.
The biggest issue with missing assignments we had last year to me went on the coach. When you dropped Justin Jones back in coverage twice.
Well, that doesn't help.
That was against Cleveland. And that was against the Packers. He dropped Justin Jones dropped back in coverage twice. Guess how many touchdowns they scored on those plays?
They scored touchdowns, Pat.
2.
Yeah.
Correct. 2 times, 2 weeks in a row.
Well, that's we haven't got to the coaching part.
Hey, guess what? Guess how many touchdowns they scored? 2. Guess who they threw at?
Him.
Justin Jones.
So stupid.
And that's not on Justin Jones. He like, what am I doing back here? What the?
Why are you using me for this? Yeah.
But no, man, I'm very excited by where this team is right now. I mean, listen, even if whether you add or not, and the Bears do have 12 million that they can add to, this is a good football team. You got to coach it the right way.
He's giving a Ferrari. Don't jack up the clutch.
No, and here's the thing that often happens in Chicago, right? DeMar DeRozan, a good basketball player, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Zach LaVine, good basketball player.
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball, good basketball player.
Yeah.
Kobe White, good basketball player.
Absolutely.
Now he is.
I mean, listen, like, he averaged 18 points his rookie year, so he was a good basketball player.
He was a
alternative facts.
We just kind of screwed him up.
Alternative facts.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Boylan. But like when you think about like Chicago, right? Like I think about last year. Tremaine Edmonds was a good football player.
Yeah.
TJ was a good football player.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Walker was a good football player. Like there were all these dudes that were good football players on last year's team, and you kept shooting yourself in the foot. I'm looking directly at Matt Eberflus. You're a great defensive coordinator. That doesn't mean you're a great head coach. Prove to me that you should be the head coach of the Chicago Bears football team. And that has nothing to do with the fact that you got a beard and a fade. I'm glad that you got your swag together. I mean, listen, I'm somebody that figuring it out too, right? I started getting on more TV shows and stuff like that. I was like, maybe I should lose some weight.
No more shorts, fat. No shorts, dog.
Hey, I'm but they so comfortable. I mean,
no shorts on national television.
I've realized this. Shorts is acceptable if it go with the fit. I was just wearing shorts that day.
No.
I was literally just like, hey, it's some shorts.
Pat, bosses don't wear shorts.
Whatever. Jay-Z was seen biking in shorts in one of the funniest pictures of all time. That's the biggest boss you can get in the rap game.
Biking is different from national television.
Jay-Z's always on national television, dog. There's never a moment he's not. He was on extra.
Hey, Tony Soprano, they said bosses don't wear.
Hey, I'm only half Italian, baby.
So you should really kick
the
other half too.
Also, the mob don't exist, so there's that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
But no, to me, like when you look at this team, it's not about the players.
Yeah.
It's about the coaching that you can get done.
Of course.
Can Shane Waldron get it done? Can Matt Eberflus get it done? Can Eric Washington be that asset that Matt Eberflus needs looking forward? Like those are the things to me that are the most important.
I think as a collective, they're better when you're talking about from head coach to OC to DC to all the other, coaches on the team. I think that they can get the job done. Again, talent-wise, we're so much better than we were the previous season. And so that also weighs in on it. You got to have the players as well to coach up a team and for them to be great. And so I think hand in hand, we do have the coaches. Like I told you before, I think we could have gone in a different direction with a different coach in Matt Eberflus, but now that he's still here, first of all, the players still love him. It's not that's not a question too. It's not like he's detached from the team. Players love him. They love what he's about. He brings the energy. You've seen him give the rah-rah speech about what they could be this year. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was going to second that. I would say that yes, you need the talent. There's no excuses for him. So now you can't say he didn't have this because he did have there were some discrepancies as you're taking over a team and trying to build it to get it to where you are. So now we're at the point of it's put up or shut up.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what it comes down to. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. That is our 53-man expectation. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave the 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. This will be up on all podcast platforms. If you didn't get a chance to watch us live over on the YouTube side, tap in with us on the podcast side. For the man, Jordan, JC, and the super producer, Joel Holt. It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again, man. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down. Stay tapped in with us because tomorrow we will be breaking down what we hear from training camp, and your boy will be up there. So send in your questions that you want to hear, maybe asked on to Matt Eberflus. I throw those out there as well.
And do that.
Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago.